There's $2 I had. Got killed.
And now breaking in northwest Atlanta, 2 women and a man found dead inside a home. Family members of a woman killed say it began as a domestic dispute, then it turned deadly. We go to Naima Abdullahi, who has more on what happened. Naima?
And Jeff, the crime scene tape has just been taken down after hours of investigating the deadly shooting. This is the closest we've been to the home all day on Newman Place. The shooting happened inside a bedroom of the home. 1 gun recovered from the bedroom. 3 people dead. We're hearing from the family members of 2 of them. This picture you're seeing right now, this is Jocelyn Shepard, pictured with her boyfriend of 5 years, Norris Lowe, both found dead inside the bedroom, along with another woman who we're told was a friend of Jocelyn. The picture was given to us by Jocelyn's mother. Now, police are saying all 3 victims were found shot dead. A gun was found with them inside the bedroom. Police didn't give any final conclusions, only saying they believe the shooter is among those dead. We are hearing from Jocelyn's family along with Norris Lowe's family. Jocelyn's mother says her daughter was a domestic violence victim. She wanted to leave the relationship with Norris Lowe, which she believed led to this deadly shooting.
That's my daughter. Yeah. All I tried to do, I've been for years trying to get her to leave this abusive man, and she wouldn't do it, because every time she do, he come back and get her.
And right now, Norris Lowe's family is saying that's not true. That account of their family member is not true, that he cared for Jocelyn, that he cared about her, cared for her, took care of her. In the middle of our interview with the mother, they interrupted it, saying they wanted to share their side of the story. Take a listen.
I don't know why nobody trying to make him look bad, but he was a good person. He took care of everybody. He took care of her, everybody. He was a good person. Nobody had bad people. All these people wouldn't be out here if he was a bad person.
And again, this is still very early on in the investigation. We still don't know the circumstances that led to the shooting. We'll stay on top of this story and bring it to you on air and online. Back to you, Jeff.
Gun violence in northwest Atlanta today, southwest Atlanta, and near Gainesville in Hall County. Very, very busy. Difficult afternoon. Thank you. We're continuing to gather more information on all 3 of these breaking stories. We will post updates at 11alive.com. Don't forget to sign up for breaking news alerts throughout the free 11 Alive News app.